This is Dean Cousineau from the Monroe Evening News, and we're here with Kristen Brown Albring at her parents' greenhouse here on East Samaria Road between Lewis Avenue and Minks Road in Bedford Township. And Kristen, I want you to just tell us a little bit about what it's like running a business and working at this greenhouse business along the road.
Sure. It's kind of it's a blessing and it's a curse to be here. Growing up here as a little girl, there was always so much traffic. We were never allowed to be in the front yard. And having a business, you have so much traffic that you hope that it generates business for your location. You know, that has always been kind of, well, we're on a busy road. Hopefully regular customers or people who aren't regular customers, they'll be stopping by. They'll see our display, they'll want to stop in. Now it is very much a curse because the road is in such poor condition. Our regular customers that we plan on every single year to come back to repurchase their stuff, they have simply said to us they're not planning on coming until they have to. You can hear that semi that just went by. I mean, I slept in one of the front bedrooms in this house, and it was the first thing that my friends would say is, oh, how do you sleep with that? It would shake our windows. You know, the semis that go down this road and the damage that causes to the road, it's just deteriorating. It's to a point now that I understand it's expensive to fix, but they need to do something.
I've noticed just in the few moments we've been here that there's hardly any traffic on this road, and this used to be a very busy road, was it not?
Right, and even like you said, you know, you can hear the noise from the little bit of traffic that does come. But it used to be just such a busy road. I mean, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars back and forth. It was never a point where like this, you couldn't talk by the road. You would never be able to do an interview here. You know, last year the roads were bad. This year it's awful. And we definitely, like I said, with our regular customers saying that they're not going to come, we're definitely not going to get those happen by customers that just happen to see our place. So we are very concerned about the viability of our business.
Tell us about what you did Monday night. You went to a local road commission meeting here at the Bedford Junior High, and you brought some souvenirs from the road, did you not?
I did. I brought a nice little collection. The Monday night they had the Monroe County Road Commission had their bi-monthly meeting, and then after they had a town hall meeting for the representatives to come to. And I brought a nice big box with 22 hubcaps in it. 22, and that was just what we collected here off of the property. It's 700 foot of frontage, and it took me about an hour. You know, I didn't spend all day. I didn't go hunting for them. Some had already been collected because they'd rolled into our property, but just here in this area, 22 hubcaps. During the time that we collected most of those, we were seeing on average 3 to 4 flat tires a day in our property. And the one thing that I stress too is that those customers or those people who had flat tires here, no, they're not going to blame our business, but they sure aren't going to want to come back. They're going to remember us as the place I got the flat tire, not the place I want to buy my flowers. So those people that did happen by here probably are not coming back. So the safety too is for someone like me who knows the condition of the road and chooses to go 15 to 20 miles an hour of the speed that the road will allow. There are semis, there are other vehicles that are flying up behind you, going 55. You know, how would the county feel if that person who went the speed limit rear ends me, sends me flying off the road? It's a concern for public safety, it's a concern for the safety of our customers, of our families, and it's just something that we felt like has been ignored.
How long have you been raising these concerns with the County Road Commission?
I would say right after the bad ice storm we had with the loss of power, probably that Thursday or Friday when stuff really started to melt. There was an evening that my mom had 3 or 4 cars within an hour, potholes in our driveway. And she called the dispatch and said they need to do something. These people are going to get hurt. It's at night. They can't see the road. They don't know the concerns of the road. And she said, can you do something? Can you send out some cones or something? And the dispatch said, all you can do is call the road commission. If we had to put a sign up for every bad road or bad pothole, we'd have them all over the county. Maybe that's what you need to do. It is a public safety concern, and it needs to be better addressed.
The speed limit here is 55 miles an hour. Would you like to see that lowered?
Yes, and it is a temporary fix, but it is something. Lower it to 45. You know, try to force the stone haulers and the large semis to find an alternate route. There's people who will cross across here to get from 75 to 23. Make them stay on 475. It's just the speed limit should be lowered. The weight restrictions, the damage that's happening to the road, it's irreversible at this point. We are to a poor road that is simply going to stay poor. Let's not make it any worse than it needs to be.
With your busy season coming up for selling flower and vegetable plants, are you hoping that the customers will come this spring?
Oh, we're praying. We've talked all kinds of things. Customer Appreciation Weekend, offering free pop and coffee and water. Just thank you for coming. All of our advertisements in the Monroe paper this year will say something to the effect of, you know, pothole special, please make it out. You know, there are customers that sometimes we have a group of customers that come from Indiana, and I'm just going to be so thankful that when they do come, they made it down the road. You know, they could choose to turn around and go to different greenhouses, but they do come to us. So we are very concerned. And like I said, any creative marketing that we can get and do, we're all over it.
Kristen, thank you for being with us today and telling us about your situation here. We appreciate your honesty and evaluation here, and hopefully something will change.
Thank you for coming, and we do too.